Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for being here. I'm Jenna. I have something I want to share. It's interesting. I don't normally do this. Like, I haven't done a channeled collective message other than on a live stream in a while, and I just really want to get this out. Okay. It's been a minute, but I really feel like if I get this out, everything will just start flowing in my life better. And this is not even just me. The message coming through from the spirit is when I'm telling you right now, like, people are gonna think you're batshit crazy. Cause like one day you go from super stuck, stagnant, nothing going your way to like you get this eureka moment. It's like an epiphany from the fucking heavens, okay? And then one day, boom, complete shift. Now, I'm an Aries, Sun and Venus, so this happens quite regularly. People think it's like mental, but it's not. It's just I get downloads from spirit and like shit makes sense. Life gets better overnight. But with you guys, spirit is about to give you a download of your lifetime, okay? It is like, it is I'm getting the intensity of it, the severity of it, what it means for you, the clarity, the shift of focus. It is so profound. It'll even have you doing things differently, like me right now channeling this in front of the camera instead of like with cards on the table. It is going to change the way you do everything, because what it is going to show you is you are blocking yourself. But in all fairness, projections have been made on you for a very long time. And this is why it pays to know thyself, why it pays to know who you are, what your motives are, why you're doing what you're doing, sitting down for 5 minutes, looking at how far you've come, why you did what you did, who you left, why you left them, things like this. It's imperative. I want to give you the example of spirit giving me the download today that I had no clue how angry my family was at me for leaving them. No clue. I don't even think they know. There is so much projections being made on Starseeds right now as you leave. Your jobs, workplace, codependency, you're leaving narcissists, you're leaving toxic families, you're leaving everything behind, and you have no idea until it's like something needs to shift, something needs to show you, and Mercury retrograde coming up is a perfect opportunity for this to show you. In fact, you might get a lot of people coming back from Mercury retrograde to kind of just test the water, see where you're at. The problem is you're going to notice the energy shift. Like, you're going to notice how far you guys are now. Like, at one time you were here vibrationally, it was an equal match, you know, it was great. You vibrated at that level, but now you outgrew them, and it's going to be it's going to be unbearable is what it is. But anyway, some of you are already getting this. I don't even know if it's shadow phase yet. I don't even think Mercury retrograde technically is in its shadow. I don't know. I don't know, guys. But anyway, I haven't even lit my candle yet. Okay, see, that's the thing. It hasn't even started yet, and these downloads are coming in, which for me is really great because clairvoyantly I see visions, but I also hear spirit, and shit's been blocked for me lately. Like, I could not get downloads for the life of me. I was like, I stopped journaling, I stopped scripting, I stopped manifesting, like I stopped pretty much fucking succeeding in life. And I'm like, what is going on with me? And today I got like the biggest download ever, and I'm hearing this is a collective thing. Aries, we always go first. You're the baby of the zodiac. You know the drill. You go first so that you can teach others. That's exactly what it's supposed to be. That's why you're the leader. You get to know shit before the collective. So what just happened to me is probably going to happen to you very soon. So what I'm doing is I'm creating a video right now. It's kind of like my base video, and then I'm going to do a pick a card in a few minutes. This pick a card is going to be what you're learning about yourself, but it's also what you're learning about other people. So what you are learning right now, okay? Technically, yes, people were projecting their insecurities onto you. A lot of anger, a lot of doubt, okay, a lot of jealousy. Oh my God. The jealousy though about your work ethic, the jealousy about like you looking better, feeling better, getting your shit in order. Like, this is a jealousy kind of thing. But the real question is, why are you believing it? You could easily do away with their projections. Easily. You could have easily, in a matter of seconds, said, that shit ain't mine, that's your reality, not mine. But you didn't. You didn't. You thought, no, they're right, I should be suffering. Right? Don't know about you, I self-sabotaged my business last year. I did better than I've ever done, ever, on my own as a single woman. And I lived independently and I got my shit together. And then 2022 hit and I just like completely lost it all. And I kept blaming other people. And while projections are coming from other people, there's something within that is accepting their projections. The jealousy, the envy, that's to be whatever. That's human nature. Sometimes, people that feel like they're not good enough, that they can't do what you do, whatever. They send jealousy. They don't even mean to. Forgive them for they know not what they do kind of thing, But here's the kicker. The anger. The projection of anger is so much, honestly, it is worse. It is worse in a way because the jealousy you can understand, but the anger you have to understand is because they are truly angry at God. They're angry at anything good, trying to correct their life, their course correct, anything good. So you here as a starseed are representing God. You are, at this point, representing source, right? You are the divine. You are God and goddess encapsulated in a physical body. So you are encapsulating all of this truth, all of this wisdom, high priest and priestess energy, right? And here you are, this spitting image of God. We all are. We are all God. But just some know it, some don't. That's the difference between you and others. Here's the thing. This download, this eureka moment, and I'm hoping it comes right now as I'm channeling this to you. I hope right now this is eureka moment, but I don't think so. I don't think it is. I think it's going to be something that is so out of the ordinary, so expansive, so mind-blowing, jaw-droppingly crazy that you go from practically bedridden to the next day, like getting shit handled, like a totally different person in one day. And it's a revelation that is coming from source. It truly is. And it is that they all hated you. They hated you because they hated God, but they hated you because you were questioning their authority. If you succeed now, what you are proving to anyone egotistical, anyone narcissistic, is that their method of programming you to be small not only didn't work, but it actually terrifies them into seeing the truth that everyone now is susceptible to waking up to the fact that nothing they have is working. Nothing they're doing has worked on you. Everyone else, it's just a matter of time. They're going to drop like flies. And it was so ironic. I went to go put a crystal in my bra to do channeled messages. I typically do. Anyway, I went over to the window where I charge my crystals. This freaking fly that has been in my apartment for about 4 days now, I keep thinking, why the hell is this fucker alive? And because I'm like, I thought they last 24 hours or whatever, but it kept living. And I'm just like, this thing is black magic at this point anyway. Anyway, went over, dead. I'm hearing they're dropping like flies. These narcissists, they've been creating an army to come after you. This army is turning against the narcissist. It's not even turning against them. It's actually becoming aware that the narcissist has been against them the whole time. So it's not even turning against them. It's basically, it's all of them turning against evil. So you right now, in admitting this truth, that yes, while there are projections, and that shit ain't fair. It's not fair. You left for a good reason. You started your business for a good reason. You found God for a good reason. You left your family for a good reason. You went off to college for independence, for your own good, whatever. There is still a projection being made onto you by people that are pissed you got away. These projections are basically laser-focused thought forms at you. How fucking dare you? Wow, that's rude. Can't believe you do that. A lot of this is telepathic too. So you pick up on it psychologically, you pick up on it spiritually, you pick up on this shit in dreams too. It's all subconscious. So they send this shit your way. And because you don't yet know why you did what you did, you're forced to believe their reason. Oh, so-and-so just hates us. They hate their family. Can you believe they just abandoned us? Or your ex-boyfriend or girlfriend, wow, so I bet she's cheating. I bet he's cheating. These are projections. It's not even real. That's not even the reason it happened. It happened because you wanted to make a better choice in your life. You wanted to find a partner that loved you, valued you, cherished you. You went to college because like you're the first person in your family to do so, or you started a business because, I don't know, you believe that you don't have to work a 9-to-5 that you hate. You believed it. All of a sudden you get slammed with these projections, and if you don't know thyself, you don't sit there for 5 fucking minutes, guys, and sit there and tell yourself, okay, I did this for this, I did this for God, I did this for the collective, I did this for healing, I did this for me, If you don't sit there and tell yourself that, you will believe the lies that are these projections. Technically speaking, yes, it is their fault that projections are being made at you. But now, as we take responsibility, it is your fault for believing that those projections are true. Again, if we would have sat there for 5 minutes and just looked at the reason we left, the reason we started our businesses, the reason we met other Starseeds, the reason we started these groups, or whatever you do, maybe you have a leader of a coven, or I don't know. Point is, whatever it is, you were targeted for being the black sheep, but there was something bad, intrinsically bad, projected onto you because of their lack of understanding who you are. It shouldn't have mattered. That shouldn't have bothered you at all. It shouldn't have even been a blip on your radar, but the fact that it was means that there is still something subconsciously lodged that needs to be removed. And Spirit is about to come in with a fucking eureka that is going to blow your mind, and it is going to change the way that you view life, view your childhood, view the reason you left, the reason you started your business, the reason you want to start your business. Like this fire that is in me right now, it is so crazy, guys. I mean, I literally spent like half the morning in bed, just crying, praying, meditating, barely wanting to get out of bed. And I got this download and I'm like, totally new person. In fact, as I'm channeling, I'm getting alerts on my phone too, which it almost feels like there's a delay in that too. So another message that was coming through was, as a psychic, you guys used to get these downloads, right? But it's almost like it stopped. It's not that God stopped loving you. It's not that the universe stopped having abundance for you. It's just that you were so tuned out of it because you wanted to be. Can't serve two masters. You wanted to be out of alignment with abundance because the abundance would have angered, triggered, upset everybody from the past that you are leaving behind. It would have made it worse. The projections would have, in your mind, gotten worse. But that's the cool thing about knowing thyself. Doesn't matter if 8 billion people on the planet now tell you that you are doing something taboo. If you know in your heart that it's for good, it doesn't give a shit. I don't give a shit how many people tell you that what you're doing is the devil's work. It literally will not matter. It will not matter. You're convicted in the heart space that what you are doing is right. It literally will not matter. This is why criminals can go get away with like the worst heinous thing ever and really go without karma for like ever. Well, not ever, actually. They're in for a rude awakening. Anyway, this is why. People who are like, honestly, very diabolical, they get away with really, really bad shit and they barely ever get karma until now. And that's because in their heart, they're not doing anything wrong. They haven't felt convicted in the heart space. They don't feel like they feel good about what they're doing. And so I feel like a lot of you right now, if you feel good about what you're doing, and most of you have been called like me, a witch, a Jezebel spirit, a Satan worshiper, a demon worshiper, like what the fuck ever. You know what I'm saying? Like you've been called some really heinous, shitty names. That's the thing. The projections themselves, while evil, yeah, it never would have even been a problem had you not believed in your heart in a small, little, teeny, tiny fraction that it was true. This is why you're going to get this eureka moment, and it's going to be something that just like blows your mind. It's going to be like, no fucking way. It's never been true. I've never worked for the dark. I've never left for bad. One thing I was seeing was a vision of Neo from The Matrix. So no, I hope you guys have seen that movie. Anyway, Neo from The Matrix. I literally was getting a shower this morning. I mean, I did this to the mirror. And it was symbolizing me stopping projections. And that's when I got the download that the Matrix, well, is honestly more of a reality movie than anything, but the point is, the bullets are projections. Neo was stopping projections. Ideas that everybody else has for him. Concepts of what he is, what he teaches, what he studies, what he knows. Not literally, but you know what I'm saying for you guys. This is literally the biggest revelation you will ever have, is what I'm hearing Spirit tell me. Like, this is the biggest moment. It is a life-changing moment. It is not only going to free up so much of your mental space and your faculties for laser-focused shit, like you getting things done again, it is going to motivate you in ways you've never been motivated before. I would like to say it's taking back your power, but it's not even that. It's realizing your power was stripped away based on ideologies from other people. And you handed over the power. You handed over the power because by allowing it, because you didn't sit for 5 minutes to just look at why you were doing what you were doing. Why'd you start that channel? Why'd you produce that music? Was your intentions to heal people? Most of us, yes, and we didn't even have to set the intention ahead of time. Most of us as Starseeds came here with the intention of love. Like, it doesn't even matter if you're eating cereal this morning. That is literally love. Your intention is love, period. You are love. Get it? But most of us didn't actually set the intentions for our projects or our business or whatever. Like for me, I'm restarting a mission statement for my business. I'm making a contract with the universe on what I believe my business to be. Version 2.0, which is gonna be so much better, by the way. Anyway, I am writing a mission statement, which is, this is what I stand for. This is what I wanna do. This is how I want to empower millions. This is what I want, this. And so many of us failed to do that. Yet technically, we were still doing it out of love. Just because you didn't set the intention doesn't mean you were doing it out of hate. That was the projection. Oh, I can't believe our kid left us like that. Wow, just abandoned us. Yeah, can you believe they just left their parents high and dry like that? That's so rude, right? All this gossip, all this chatter, all these people that are like the flying monkeys around narcissists in your family, they're spying on you, watching you, wondering what the freak you're gonna say because it's crazy that this is happening to you. How are you getting away? Well, you're getting away because you're chosen, but you're failing because you have not yet addressed the elephant in the room, which is that you deep down believe the shame and guilt that they're projecting onto you. Which is, I deserve to suffer. I deserve for my project to fail. I deserve to not go very far because my mom will be pissed. Or my ex-boyfriend is going to be really mad that I'm with somebody new. Or my ex-wife is going to be so devastated that I find a new wife. Like, you know what I'm saying? We care so much about how angry they're going to be at us that we take away our own joy. Not our fault. These are projections. This is subconscious, guys. It's a subconscious. You just want to please your family. You want to please your boss. You want to please even your ex-wife. There was a commitment there. It was a contract. You want to please these people. It's not like you are a bad person. In fact, this actually means you're a good-hearted person. You are a good-hearted person. You just wanted to please them. But the people-pleasing behavior of the past is not going to work in this new world. Like, we can't, in the new age, live by other people's rules. We cannot. Like, I'm an Aquarius North Node and Rising. I cannot fucking stand the whole, you in my bubble, me in your bubble. Nah. Boundaries are a thing. The age of Aquarius is different than the age of Pisces where we were. Pisces, I love you to death, but Pisces are not really great at boundaries. They kind of become enmeshed with other people because they're so empathic and they're so kind and they're so overgiving that they don't have boundaries. So us as a collective, us as society, us as a world, we were just kind of all enmeshed together. And then we transition into the age of Aquarius, which Aquarians are very cutthroat. They are known for having great fucking boundaries. One warning, that's it. Bye, that's an Aquarius. And they're so great, laser focused as well as working for the collective. So here we are shifting to the age of Aquarius where boundaries are crucial, guys. And so you're going to be discovering something so pivotal, life-changing. About energy flow too, because right now as I'm channeling, I'm like, oh my God, where did this energy come from? I had some black tea, but that's caffeinated, but shit, I normally drink that and I'm never like this. So it's it's going to change everything you believe about energy work, healing, the 5D, who you are as a healer, who you are just as a person. This is going to change everything you know about you and about other people claiming to know everything about you. Honey, they don't know shit. These people don't know shit about you. You don't even know shit about you. You have literally just woken up to the idea that you're in a matrix. You have just woken up to the whole idea of nirvana. You can have literally anything you freaking want in the universe because your mind controls this shit. And here you are, barely knowing who you are because you just woke up. They certainly don't know who the fuck you are, so they're projecting shit onto you, trying to claim, oh, yeah, I remember when she was 6, yeah, that happened and that happened, so they'll go back. Yeah, they used to do that and they used to do that. They'll go back. Not a big deal. And one thing with me was I kept having dreams of my parents wishing for my downfall financially so that I would go back to them, be codependent on them financially again, sleep on their couch, feel very dependent. And again, the projections themselves weren't the problem. It was that I felt so much guilt that they now had no one. If I succeed, they're not going to have anybody. No one will take care of them. No one will heal them. I will be gone. The whole like energetic exchange, like feeling like I have a safe home, feeling like I have a place to crash, that'll be gone forever. At this point, and this is one thing that I was channeling was, or I was writing in my journal was, it is time to choose family or success. And I hate to be that, guys. Like I really do. I hate it, but you have to realize this spiritual warfare, like you have no fucking home to go back to. It's gone. Been gone for a minute. It's just 2020 and 2021 showed you it's gone. It was already gone. How many of you actually felt at home within this dynamic? You were always the black sheep. You were always the one that was different. Always. All it did, through the power of your own mind, which you didn't even know you were doing this shit probably, 2020, 2021, boom, apocalypse, freaking apocalypse, which actually means unveiling, by the way. All that's really being uncovered is that you created all of it. You are source. You created the whole freaking thing. So 2020, 2021 happened, right? The whole like freaking apocalypse. And now you're recognizing, holy shit, I'm super powerful. If I'm that powerful, and I know I'm that powerful, and I'm trying to strive for success, what's wrong? Some call it black magic. Even I call it black magic. It's technically not. It's subconscious blockages. It's feeling like through guilt and shame, remorse, you need to somehow feel bad about leaving people behind. You need to somehow feel bad that you're the best employee at your job, and now the whole company is going to go under because you're not there to work for the CEO anymore. You're going to go start off on your new thing. And there's a guilt trip. People put guilt trips on you because they're like, please don't leave. You know you can't. You can't do it anyway. I remember when I was leaving a company, I was about to be promoted the next week to the first woman manager. And I literally gave my 24 hours notice. It wasn't even 2 weeks notice. I literally put the 24 hours notice on his desk, my boss, and he's like, you know, all you're going to be doing is swinging from one branch to another, trying to find a solid tree trunk. And you're never going to find it. The audacity, first of all, and I believed it for so long when he said that. It puts these ideas in your head. These are curses, okay? They're just they're thought forms that until you address it and say, fuck that, that's your reality, not mine. I am the tree trunk, bitch. Until you see that you are the most powerful source that this world has ever seen, you are going to believe everybody else's shenanigans, including your bosses, including your moms, including your ex-boyfriends, everyone's except for yours. You're going to keep believing that you are somehow less than when you are really truly the powerful creator that's creating all of this in the matrix. You co-create with the universe. You have the keys to the kingdom, but we're giving it away by giving our power away in guilt and shame. Oh, well, I have to go back because the whole business is going to go under if I'm not there working 70 hours a week. Let it. At this point, if a business can go under because one employee leaves who doesn't even own the company, hunty, it's already over. Anyway, they really don't have that great of business practices, do they? I think you need to start asking yourself, like, Should I be investing in this family dynamic, in this partnership, in this whatever? If you've been giving 110%, that's 10% too much. Why were you giving 100% in any sort of dynamic? You're only ever required to give 50. They give 50, you give 50. Why are you giving 100 and 110 and expecting to get 100 back from people? You're not. You're overdoing it. And you are tuning into their guilt. This guilt and shame is not yours. Not your responsibility. What is your responsibility is recognizing that you believe it. Healing that. Stopping with the projections is not your responsibility. You will never be able to stop 8 billion people from hating your guts. Ever. Like ever, ever. If you could, you would have by now. People hate you just for existing. You could be the juiciest motherfucking peach in the world. People will still hate peaches. Okay? It's just what it is. That's not your problem. You will be hated. Your problem is looking it dead in the eye and saying, I don't care that you hate me. I'm still the shit. Thank you. Have a great one. Gonna go start my own business. Gonna go marry someone new. Gonna go take a vacation that I've needed for 7 years. Like, thank you. Adios. You cannot feel guilty anymore about choosing you. Not in the age of Aquarius, honey. No. Guilt doesn't survive here. Guilt doesn't survive here, and your ego won't either. So staying in their whole guilt paradigm, it's not going to work. A lot of them never saw how strong you were. They slept on you. They slept on you. It's okay. You slept on you. We all slept on us. We weren't awake yet. We weren't aware yet. We weren't consciously aware of what was happening. But now it's the Great Awakening. You're aware. I'm aware. So now we've got shit to do. We've got work to do. But you cannot be angry that they're angry. You know, because that won't work very long. That won't work. I mean, it's great for a little bit. It feels good. It's justified. But it won't work for very long. It's going to just stop you from your progress. Like, you want to get shit handled. You want your life to be better. Stop with the anger. Stop. Don't be angry. Understand that they just don't think that they can do it yet. They haven't seen what you've seen. They're very capable of doing the same thing, if not better, more. They can do so much more than us. You know what I'm saying? Like, there has never been a time that I've met a starseed that hasn't tried to convince their circle of friends or people from the past that they can't do amazing miracles. This is the 110%. You've been given it. That's why you really need to sit there, look at it, and be like, did I give my all? If so, why are you holding on to guilt? It's their projection of guilt. Don't hold on to it, honey. Don't hold on to it. It's completely pointless. It's going to derail your effort. And sadly, if you're like me, it will halt your entire business plan, honestly, from the ground up. When you try to build it, it'll just crash from the up down. It's stupid. It's stupid to hold on to other people's ideas and projections of you. They just don't know who this new creation is yet. You're changing so drastically fucking overnight. Like, some of you are shifting timelines so hella fast that it makes people's heads spin. And they have no idea who you are. And if you don't know yet who you are, you're going to take their projections as truth. That shit is not true. It's not true. You know who you are. Sit there and meditate till you figure it out. Anyway, I love you guys with all my heart. All of this was said in love. I'm really glad I got to channel. I feel like shit like this is about to just like spew out of me, which I'm so here for. I just love that I got this eureka moment, and it's going to happen for you guys too. So I'm super excited. Totally hit me up if you want a reading or coaching. I do one-on-one coaching. Super pumped because I feel like I can finally invest in people that invest in themselves and not feel guilt about that anymore. That was like one thing that really triggered me too, is I always felt guilt. Like, I would be doing better than anyone in my family because anytime a family member would start a business, they would fail it. So I had to fail to break a generational curse. Now I can start again, do a whole 2.0 and fucking crush it. But I had to fail first. You had to fail first. That's just how it is. You got to fail first. You got to take out the generational trash, which is generational curses. These are subconscious thoughts, programmed for in your whole lineage, generation after generation after generation of, oh, I can't do that. Money doesn't grow on trees. People wouldn't come to your business. That's a cliche business. You make clay figurines, or you sell sandals. Like, nobody's gonna come to your business. You know what I'm saying? These are projections. These are projections made onto you. And if you believe them, you had a generational curse that you were meant to pay off, to break the karma. You had to believe it. That's the whole point. You breaking a generational curse is you believing, at least for a little while, that you can't do it. Perfect. Now you did what everyone in your family did. Now you break it. Now you have a 2.0. Now your life gets hella fucking good and you don't have to care anymore what anybody ever thinks of you ever again, ever. Period, ever, for eternity, game over, the end. Because this is the Matrix, bitch, and you Neo. You don't ever have to go back. Anyway, whoo, I gotta go drink some more black tea because this feels real good. Anyway, I love you guys with all my heart. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.